G'day throttlers, welcome back to the channel. This video is a little bit of an update video about what's happening in the next couple of months with me and my channel. And essentially it's about DGR. And if you don't know what DGR is, it's the Distinguished Gentlemans Ride. It's held every year on the same day right around the world. No matter where you are, I'm almost certain that you'll find a DGR event that you can ride in. Anyway, we'll talk about DGR in a minute. There's a couple of things that I want to touch on in relation to DGR and mental health. Alright, so those of you that have followed me for long enough, you know that in the past, and it's an ongoing issue actually, I've suffered from depression and anxiety. And this week I was supposed to be releasing the third episode of the series of videos that I was doing about my favourite YouTube channels in different genres. This week the video that I made was about my 10 favourite van life YouTubers. Anyway, last week, the week before last I think it was, I found out that one of my favourite van lifers had committed suicide. And to be honest, it just rocked me. It blew me away. So I don't want to release my van life video now, but it has inspired me to talk about mental health again. From what it looks like, from her family's posts, she had a long-standing battle with depression, which all of her family and friends knew about, but she also suffered more recently from cyberbullying as well. And that's a reality for people like us that spend a lot of time putting our lives onto the internet. We often encounter cowardless, faceless creeps that cyberbully people, and it affects the creators more than you think that it would. Anyway, in honour of Lee McMillan, she used to be a partner with Max, an Australian guy travelling right around the world in their van. And she was the lady who suicided only a week or so ago. And inspired, is inspired the right word? Definitely motivated by Lee's suicide. I've decided to put a lot more effort into helping mental health charities and anyone needing help as well. So this brings me to two new things. So what I've decided to do is I want to help the big charities as well as the small charities. So small charities first, and this is how you guys can help me, and it will cost you absolutely nothing. My favourite cafe down in Berrimah is Smoking Cafe. You guys know that if you've been watching me long enough. And down at Smoking, 2 days a week, they operate a men's shed that's available for women as well. But essentially what they do, they go in, they work on vintage motorcycles, and they talk about mental health and make sure their community is all healthy when it comes to looking after their mental health. Now these guys are doing this on their own bat, and selling the vintage motorcycles is refunding the cause down there. So I want to help in my little way, and by saying that, my ad revenue, so every time you watch an ad on my YouTube channel, if you don't click skip ad, I receive an amount of money. It's not very much, but there is an amount of money that I received. 100% of my ad revenue for the rest of the year, I'm going to be donating to the Smoking Men's Shed Mental Health Clinic, and it'll just go to maybe buying them food, coffee, whiskey. I know they have a cheeky whiskey as well, maybe some spare parts for the vintage motorcycles, but regional areas of Australia just don't get the mental health support that's needed. I think there's one therapist per 5,000 people in regional areas, something like that. But it's definitely an area that needs to be addressed in rural areas, especially farmers. There's big suicide rates with farmers when the weather hasn't been kind as well. Anyway, so you can help out. Don't skip my ads. Watch all the ads on my videos. It'll cost you nothing but time out of your day, and I will have some money to donate to the team of Smoking to help their local community work on their mental health and create some epic vintage motorcycles for the world to admire for years to come. So the second way you can help, I've signed up for the Distinguished Gentlemans Ride again this year. Now this year I'm not going to do it as a participant, but I'm going to do it as a volunteer. I'm going to go and help out. I'm going to take my motorcycle trailer, and any breakdowns at all I'm going to help out by getting the bikes back to safety. Now as a volunteer you still sign up as a regular participant, and there's still a donation page. So on the screen below and also in the comments section, there's going to be a link where you can go and donate to my cause for Distinguished Gentlemans Ride. All of the money sent to the link for Distinguished Gentlemans Ride, or if you sponsor anyone at all for Distinguished Gentlemans Ride, goes to the charity Movember. Now they're a massive worldwide charity, but they do a lot of men's health, prostate cancer research, and one of the best charities that you can donate to as well. So to help out there, donate on the link below, and it'll be much appreciated. And more importantly, if you have the ability to do a Distinguished Gentleman's Ride anywhere near where you live in the world, make sure you sign up and do it. Now in Australia they're very strict. You've got to have a specific styled motorcycle. It's got to be a cafe racer, a bobber, a chopper, anything like that. But you get to dress dapper, put on your best tweed suit and have a good time. Now I know that everywhere else in the world they're pretty open to the style of bikes that are able to ride, but either way you'll be helping Movember and you'll be helping the cause of mental health worldwide. So look for DGR on the website, look for your city, sign up, and you'll be doing it on the same day as I'm doing it as well. And for those of you in New South Wales thinking about doing it, this year I'm doing the Wollongong DGR. The Sydney one is so huge that I wanted to get more involved with a smaller community this year. So I've signed up for Wollongong, and if you want to join me or do the same ride as I'm involved in, sign up for Wollongong as well this year. So that's how you can help me help people and charities with mental health. But you can also help your friends and family by paying attention to them. People that are struggling with their mental health are very rarely the people that ask for help. More often than not, you need to notice the differences. You need to offer the support and the help, and you need to try and get them to the professional help that they need. For someone who's had depression and anxiety issues, it's very, very hard to ask for help. But when friends have noticed and reached out, that's when it's easier to give up control and let someone help you out. So just make sure that you're aware of your loved ones, your friends, your family. If there's a change in their moods that is uncharacteristic of how they normally are, just make sure you reach out, keep an eye on them, and make sure they know that you are there for them. Anyway guys, that's enough for this video. Hope everyone's well out there. Reach out if you need help, and until the next video, throttle on, stay safe, see you later.